स्टार्ट हो गया जल्दी. So साहब
Hi, Mr. Alaa Garad.
Hello, Mr. Usama. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm fine. I'm good. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, all good, all very
That's
well.
great.
Thank
That's great,
you.
mashallah. It's really honor to have you on board, Mr. Alaa.
Thank you. I heard a lot about you
Apparently
from
they thought
Raika,
so
and
big
it was not much time, but I had a quick look on your social media, and very impressive, mashallah.
Same
I
here.
am
I
so
had
happy.
an overview of your profile last night, and I was very much impressed by your work as well. And she told me very good
Alhamdulillah.
things about you, and that's great.
Alhamdulillah. I'm feeling, that we will do other things, not only this interview, but
Yeah, of
I'm
course. Yeah,
sure there
of
will be
course.
opportunities to
That's a
work
beginning.
together,
That's a
inshallah.
beginning of a great journey.
ये तेरे से पेन जो नहीं गिरा था उसके लिए
Inshallah.
माफी
Especially,
मांगती
I
हूँ
am very passionate about Pakistan. I visited 2 times, and I'm coming again in November, inshallah, for 2 weeks.
Most welcome,
So
inshallah. That would be great,
there
inshallah.
is a lot to be done. Yeah.
Inshallah. Hope you are doing well, and you have a brief introduction of the topic as well, as we have a very good topic as you suggested. So I'm hoping from this session that we'll have a very good overview of your experience, and we can use your experience to explore some hidden facts about the skill development in Pakistan, and we can guide properly to our students, upcoming generation, and the youth, and that would be very beneficial for our generation, inshallah.
Inshallah. And I'm more than happy to contribute and share
स्ट्रीम भी
my
आ गया.
knowledge and my experience as well. So
Uh, so,
I hope
uh,
this will be useful for your audience here.
Inshallah. So, are we good to have a session started?
Absolutely, yes. I just need
Yes, please.
to tell you that I need to go after like 40 minutes from now. Yeah.
Yeah, inshallah, we'll
40.
be finished, inshallah, in half an hour, not more than that. I will not take much time of yours, inshallah.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah, it's
perfect.
okay. So, Mr. Garrett, you have worked extensively in higher education, leadership, and skill development all over the different regions of the world, that Middle East and Scotland as well. So, can you tell us the first of all, I would like to have a very brief and very extensive experience of yours. Can you introduce yourself for the audience as well, so that they can have a view of yours and they have a good review about your experiences and background? Then we'll inshallah proceed.
Sure, I'll be delighted, of course, to do this.
Yes.
Just for housekeeping thing, I am not sure if you clicked record or how it is recorded because I don't see any recording on the screen.
Yes, we have this opportunity that we are recording this session. Ms. Raika is doing that, and she's doing her
Okay,
expertise as well.
okay, just sometimes we forget to do this. Yeah.
No issues. When
Thank you.
EH Media is here and Raika is here, then we are having
Fantastic.
good background, inshallah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Osama. It
Yeah,
is really a pleasure and honor
same
to be
here.
with you, and I'm glad you gave me this opportunity to talk to your audience as well. My name is Alaa Garad. I am based in Scotland, in the UK, and at the moment I am the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Al Maktoum College of Higher Education, which is a university college, independent one, based in Dundee City in Scotland. Beside this, I call myself pracademic, i.e., I am a practitioner and academic, not only academic, but I bring industry experience to my classroom, to my students, and I am a big advocate of collaboration between industry and academia.
That's great of you. Really thankful, and I'm very happy to have you on board. First of all, would you like to add that as you have a very extensive experience in higher education, what you suggest that what is the key skill right now for the today's generation in this rapidly changing job market? What you suggest that what is that key skill that our generation can get right now to meet the needs of the time and the market?
This is a very good question, and I go back to the word I mentioned, being academic, because I can say most of my knowledge I accumulated through working in the industry, and then I bring this industry work to the classroom, and I believe that theoretical studying only is not enough. We have to focus on our development, our skills development, our knowledge, and our attitude as well. So if I talk to not only students, I would talk to every audience who's watching and listening. It's not only about the education, but it is more about learning. But we talk about education because there is somehow a structure. There are policies that can help. There are policies can improve our education system. So if we look from education and from learning perspective, everyone is a learning. In this life, we have to be, lifelong learners. So learning in our cognition, when we acquire knowledge, having it here in our brain, wouldn't help until this knowledge becomes actionable, becomes useful to us. I.e., this knowledge should help us to become better in what we do, become better financially, become better socially, become better in knowing ourselves and knowing others, and also serving our nations, our countries. So this knowledge, this learning should be actioned, should be actionable learning. And in order to do this, we have to go outside the classroom. We have to interact with industry, with experts. When I say industry here, I mean companies, factories, government departments. Every organization is part of the wider industry. And if the education system doesn't help us to do this, there are no clear policies about building our actual skills, we should own our learning. We should take it our responsibility. So my learning is my responsibility. If I wait for my company to invest in me and train me, most of the companies now struggling. The first budget they will cut is the training budget. So if I wait only for my company or my school, it may not help. So in the era of AI and all the technology around us, there is abundance of resources. We can learn from many resources. There are even free resources for learning. And that's what I really, if the respected audience here forget the whole interview, I really wish one thing to remember, that my learning is my responsibility. I should take ownership of improving my knowledge, my skills, and my attitude.
Very well done, Mr. Ala. Very, very comprehensive and very brief answer to the question. As you know that as developing countries like Pakistan, we are dealing with a lot of challenges. And in our country and such countries like Pakistan who are developing, in this region, institutes, organizations, and industry, as you said, and academia, they are working as silos. So, what you suggest that what are the initial steps both sectors can take to remove that gap and bridge in this gap? What you suggest the key point that both sectors collaborate with each other and can bridge that gap effectively?
I think, as we say in English, you really hit the nail. You identified the problem, Mr. Osama, and this is the problem that we work in silos. There are so many good success stories. I've been to Pakistan. I interacted with more than 15 universities, and I see the calibers, the skills, the talents in Pakistan. Um, I see the effort is done by BSDF, the Punjab Skills Development Fund. They do great things. I am a board member in Araf Karim Foundation. I see the talents and great things happening. But this is the problem: is the synergy between departments and the policymakers. And this is not an exception, by the way. It's not only Pakistan. It is here in the UK. It is in Egypt. It is in almost every country I visited. There always this issue of silos. So how to solve this? We need to talk to our decision makers, draw their attention to the importance of this. But also decision makers need to look around and see the best practices and adopt the useful policies to make this collaboration and this synergy. Pakistan is a huge country, and it's not easy to make changes, but it is easy to start with success story. So maybe some of our colleagues, people who have a good story to tell, try to implement it first. I tried to things like this in my home country, Egypt. And sometimes it's very difficult to take it as a national initiative, but what I used to do is to start with one university, one school, one ministry, helping them to develop a success story, a proof of concept. And then when it succeeded, and everyone is like they have a proof of concept. They would be interested to make this proof, generalized and implemented in other places. I don't believe in just sit and complain or put the blame on the system, etc. Yes, the system should have this infrastructure, should have this setup, but there are always priorities, and we are not politicians, so we don't know what's happening in the kitchen. So let's start with our part. I go and take the initiative, and believe me, when we have good intentions, we are genuine about what we do. You will find the whole universe, the whole world is really around you and supporting you in doing things. You will find volunteers who are helping. You will find people who give you good ideas. You will find investors and motivational speaking thing. I have experimented this so many times. If we believe in something, if we are genuine about it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make the road paved for us. And I like to mention one verse I always like to mention, وَأَنْ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. And if we have a good pursuit, that's what we will take as outcome at the end. Yeah. So let's do our part and then leave the rest to whoever.
We are hoping that your very good words has a impact on the listeners as well. Then we should start from ourselves as well, rather waiting for another pied piper to come and make the difference. We should start from ourselves. That's great of you. Sir, don't you think that in our universities, what material we are teaching to the students and what is the actual requirement of the industry, there is a mismatch between that. The curriculum we are teaching to the students when they move to the society and industry. Industry blame that or complains a lot of times that the new generation which are coming, they don't have the skills, required skills. So what do you think that how curriculum should be revised or designed so that we can remove that or eliminate that gap between the teaching material in the universities, high level, or the requirement of the industries? What do you suggest the development required in the curriculum?
Sure. This is a chronic problem around the world, and no matter how universities will try to be up to date, tomorrow there will be something new, because the speed rate here in progression and bringing new things is really scary. So my suggestion here, actually, there are a set of suggestions, a set of ideas and approaches that I personally developed. I wouldn't say developed. I participated or I experimented and experienced. There is one simple thing that doesn't cost us anything, which is number one, having an advisory board for the college or the faculty, the university. So an institution level, with the faculties and the schools under this institution to have an advisory board for every program. So let's say we have a program, my recent program I co-developed here in customer experience, for example, a master in customer experience. Then we have advisory board from the industry. I have CEOs, I have customer experience directors from Ministry of Health. I have users. So these are the people on ground. They experience customer and deal with customers on day-to-day basis. They are also updated. And then we have also professors and academics who this program. The idea of advisory board doesn't cost anything. You select experts, subject matter experts in the field from different organizations, from the government, from other institutions, and all their job is to give you advice and tell you what's new in the market. The good thing, these advisors, you will be surprised the amount of help they give. They open doors, they send their students to study in our programs, and so on. Then there is another simple thing also doesn't cost anything. If every university, even on a school level, high school level, and even primary school, get a speaker from the industry every month. If I invite you, you are a fantastic media creator and presenter and anchor. Would you mind if I invite you to talk to my students in mass communication about some topic? I bet you will not say
Yes.
no if it meets your time and agenda. So having a guest speaker from the industry every month in every module, that's something very valuable. Also, taking the students outside, like we organize, we call it industry visits. It's just 2, 3 hours. We take them to a factory to see what's happening, to talk to people, etc. So that's another thing. Also, with many universities, we introduce now a new route. So you have a research route and you have industry route. With industry route, instead of you write a dissertation, a theoretical dissertation, you go to a company that will help you to get in and you solve a problem they have. And it's always a teamwork. So 5, 6 students, they go to a company and study the problems they have and try to solve the problem. And the solution will be the report that replaces the dissertation. So there are so many aspects. I don't want to consume your time, but there are many effective and straightforward solutions for industry collaboration.
Mr. Ala, I was very much enjoying your suggestions that they are very much effective and practicable as well. So, really grateful to have that suggestions. Sir, would you like to add on as we have the system of internships in different organizations for the students, for graduates and postgraduates? Don't you think that we must have a sustainable program for them as well? What do you suggest that how we can make certain programs that are sustainable, not just to fill up the gaps just for the formalities. We are having the students are having the internship certifications just, but they are not practically benefiting, taking the benefits out of that. So how can we make that sustainable programs for the internees that move to the industries and practical work?
This is very, very important topic here. And many of the internship programs and work placement programs, it goes like ticking the boxes.
Yes.
So the students will just go sit around and the employees will supervise it. They just fill in the reports and the forms. And it is like a tick the box exercise. But here the awareness is very important. Awareness to the students themselves that this is not just a tick in a box exercise. This is for your career, for your future. Go to this company with the intention to understand everything there, okay? And also awareness should be done to the host companies who provide the internship opportunities and engaging them in the assessment. You know what? You cannot measure, you cannot improve. If the internship is only taking the box and provide the attendance sheet, then it doesn't fulfill the purpose. There should be KPIs. Like when we teach, we say learning outcomes. The student has to be able to solve this problem or do evaluate something. there should be metrics and measures for the success of the internship, and also there should be outcome. What did they come out of this? Did they come up with a research paper or solving a problem, or they created a patent, for example, or some contributed to something? So we need to focus on the measurement. What is the outcome of the internship? And we need to test the students on this, and we need to involve the other partner, the host company, in the assessment. So when I do internship here, I invite the mentor, the supervisor, and they sit with us in the class, and the students will do the presentation, and they will mark. So I get like 50% of the mark from me and 50% from the industry person. And also the students have to tell what did they do. And if they are a team, we have a sheet where everyone will sign what was their specific contribution. And they all have to sign this sheet, because when team works, again, it's an issue. So it has to be fully transparent, and we have to make sure it is measured. That's my opinion.
This what I'm gaining that you were suggesting that there must be a post intern assessment and evaluation by both the institute and the industry. Best. That's the best suggestion I ever had about the internship. Well done, Mr. Ala. Now, as you suggested earlier, that we must collaborate with the policymaker of the governments, and they have a very important role in bridging up the gap between the industry and the education sector as well. So, how can our government policymakers standardize the collaboration and removing the gap between the industries and the institutions? How well they can design such policies? And can you suggest any one good policy and the suggestions as per your experience internationally, as you saw somewhere you have designed something? What one effective policy our government can make to bridge in that gap?
There are so many policies on this, and for policymakers, of course, this is a whole domain of knowledge, crafting public policies. Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, these countries, they have fantastic policies about integration of industry and academia. And I have colleagues in Sweden. What they do in the universities in higher education in Sweden, they invite all the industry leaders every 3 years to set the research agenda. So the research agenda of the higher education and scientific research is not set by the academic institution. It is set by the industry. So every 3 years they invite the industry leaders, say what are the problems, what do you think will happen in the future, and they give them the topics, and this will become the remit of the higher education institutions. In short, there is a word called benchmarking, which is learning from others' experience. Okay, this doesn't mean we are not good and others are better than us or something. We can learn from others' failure as well. But benchmarking is very important to save us time, not to reinvent the wheel. We go and look around, see what are the success stories, but we don't copy and paste. It's not copy and paste. We take the success stories, we see what can fit in our culture and what can be adapted to fit in our culture. Then we go ahead. I'm more than happy to send you links for policies on integration between industry and academia. And as I said, people are so happy to help. I always believe in a mantra, ask for it, you may get it. If you need something, ask for it.
Yes.
You may get it. You may not get it, but that's not a problem. You can ask again. You can ask another institution. Okay? So if we do not ask, how we will get it? So ask for it, you may get it. This works on individual level, on organization level, on even government level. Also, one last thing here, in the UK, we have a system called KTP. KTP is Knowledge Transfer Partnership. That system is funded by the government and charities also, where there is millions of pounds paid to the industry and the academia, where an industry, a company has a technology problem, for example, they go to a PhD student and his or her supervisor to work together to solve this problem. And the money comes from the Innovation UK. Okay, so the university will take the major share of this. Industry will contribute also to the this fund, and this is very successful approach. It is in the public domain. If you search for KTP, Knowledge Transfer Partnership, you will see the methodology and the policies. And as I said, I am more than happy to, share all this information.
Great of you, Mr. Alaa. Actually, this is the real essence of our this session, that we want solutions. Rather, we are just discussing the problems. So, great of you
Exactly.
that you are suggesting the real ground activities, your experiences. So, if I would like to offer you that you'll be the policy maker and you'll be the higher education minister of Pakistan for the next 10 years, then what will you specifically do for the betterment and non-negotiable policies for the graduates? And that I just want to know,
Of
because you have a
course.
lot of experience in the Middle East and the European countries as well. So I want to know that if you'll be have the opportunity to lead for the next 10 years in Pakistan, in our region, then
Uh, of course, technically, it can't happen technically, but I would be honored to offer anything I can do to
you just said ask.
Pakistan.
You just said that ask. That I'm
It's
asking
a
you right
great,
now.
it's a great country, great people, fantastic nation. I personally influenced since I was a child was Allama Iqbal. I know him since I was in primary school, so Pakistan is very dear to my heart. I am more than happy to give advice, to bring my knowledge. I worked in over 14 countries. I helped Malta to reform the education system, and I had the honor to write the final report that went to the parliament to legislate these reforms. I worked in Philippines, Maldives, Malaysia, other countries, and I'm more than happy to bring this, uh, little knowledge I accumulated to Pakistan. I think the first thing is to listen to the stakeholders. So I would imagine an exercise where the Ministry of Education, Higher Education, HEC, Higher Education Committee, and I know Dr. Mukhtar Ahmad is a guru and very well respected everywhere. To have an exercise listening to all stakeholders. One exercise for 2 months, bring everyone on board, including primary school kids, listening to them, find what are the solutions, not just the problem as you mentioned, how to solve it. Believe me, you will be surprised of the solutions will bring their parents, the employers, all stakeholders. This is not my invention. This happened in Bulgaria. I participated in similar exercise in Bulgaria where they listened to primary school children about solutions for the education system. And we got 70-page report only from the school, primary and high school students. So there are solutions there, so many good solutions. We just need to bring every stakeholder together, and then we build a system that will be sustained. It's not up to the minister, with all due respect, to change the education system. Any education system should get approval from the parliament, not from one person, because we need to listen to the stakeholders. An education system is like healthcare system. It impacts people's life and future. So we have to be very careful when any change happens to the education system. Listen to every stakeholder, get the right people, regardless of whatever circumstances, get the right people to do the job, and they should be empowered. they need to have the power to take decisions and to do the right job that we agreed on. So it's not haphazard. We agree on our remit, we listen to everyone, we bring our solution playbook, and then we assign the roles to everyone, and then they must be accountable. There should be KPIs, key performance indicators. How I will know that I succeeded in my semester, how I know that I succeeded as a Pro-Vice-Chancellor. I have something called balance scorecard. There are targets. And when I do something good, I will be remunerated for this. Okay? If I don't do well, I will also be
Yes.
penalized. Yeah, what you cannot measure, you cannot improve.
Very well done. As we have discussed about the issues, the skills, you have suggested a lot of good things, and you propose some very good sustainable solutions as well as a Minister of Education, and taking on board all the stakeholders. There is a need of also mattresses after this successful collaboration. Now we are having a collaboration between the industries and the higher education sectors and the universities. So what mattresses should we design, or practically you faced and practice certain mattresses that we can account that actual ground reality? Because in Pakistan, there are a lot of problems regarding the accountability and assessment and the fair actually assessment. Is there any matrices you suggest that we can design to evaluate the actual real ground picture of this collaboration? Either it is going to the right direction or there is a need of improvement as well. So please enlighten that area as well.
Uh, okay, the answer is easy for this matrix or matrix where it will come product. We don't need even think about it, because if we just simply run a stakeholder map or a tree or stakeholder analysis, whatever you like to name it, but once we talk to every stakeholder, we need to ask them, what do you need from the education system and what can you offer to the education system? Okay, and see what solutions we have for our current problems or challenges. I would like to call it problems. And then the outcome of this will be the matrix. I know what Alaa will do, I know what Usama will do, I know what Ministry of Health has to do with the education system, what the Ministry of Interior, what the social affairs. So every stakeholder will know exactly what is their remit. And this is why the education system is not only the responsibility of the Minister of Education or the education system, it's the whole cabinet. This has to be the Prime Minister issue. So not resolve the challenges we have with every government, but also the parent as well. The parents have responsibility, and the families of the students themselves, and most importantly, the teachers, the educators. They have a huge role to play here. And that's why I always emphasize on bringing every stakeholder on board. Because you can have fantastic curriculum, you can have a beautiful building, the high tech, all the policies you need, and then teachers can fail all of this if they are not well prepared, well equipped, well empowered, and believe in their job, because teaching is not a job, it's a mission. So they need to understand this.
Very well done. Actually, we are talking about all the system, the policymakers, the teachers, the system, the tech, the skill development. But actually, on real grounds, the student is the core that is actually responsible to adapt all these things. So, any special message for the students who are listening to you all over the Pakistan, in your country as well, and all the people, because everyone is a student. We are also learning. We are developing ourselves, our skills. So, any special message from your side to our country students and all over the world, the people who are listening to us, that how can we bring the change in ourselves first, and then to the community as well, and we have an impactful uh, emission, impactful impression from our side to the society.
Thank you really for asking this, Osama. My message to students that never stop learning, don't lose focus at any circumstances, under any circumstances. Your job number one and only job is to study and to be good in what you do. No matter the financial position is, no matter the country problems or issues around you, no matter family circumstances, the job number one is to study, understand what you do, and get yourself qualified and prepared. And you will not believe that what you will get in the future. Because I'm talking about myself, I'm a village boy. I was from a rural area. I had to walk so many kilometers. Family called it offer me a ride to the place of the school. So I had to walk long distance. And I never stopped that thinking that the future will be much better and I have to focus on my study. I have to read, I have to be qualified. And this is what happened. I've been to so far 32 countries. I work with nice people, I enjoy my time. And that's all because one thing only, learning and education. Okay, so I'm not really from a VIP family or anything. I'm very, average person, but learning what makes a difference. And every circumstances will pass, good or bad. So don't stick in the current situation and keep thinking all the negative thoughts. That's none of my business. Just I should do a good job, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward us. So again, I repeat, وَأَنْ لَيْسَ الْإِنسَانَ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. We have to do sa'i, we have to do pursuit. Forget about any negative thoughts. You will do it. And that's what I really would like to share with you.
Very well done. It's been an honor to have you on board, Mr. Alaa. It's very productive for me as well, and hoping the same for you. And I'm very grateful to you for your time, special, precious time. And I wish I have that again more sessions with you and learn from your experiences as well. Thanks to Ms. Raika and her team as well that she arranged this session for our society. I hope all our stakeholders, that are universities, government sectors, and students, you covered all the sections very well and proposed very good suggestions and proposals for all of us. Any good suggestions to me as well, because I'm a student as well, because I had a very good time with you, so that I can be in touch with you. So any good words and a closing word for us and my team as well?
I really salute you, Osama and Ms. Raika and her team, because they always really brought me in touch with nice people like you. And I like your approach, because I was told that you don't like to send the question and no preparation before interviews, because it has to go from heart to heart. So I hope I managed to answer your question the way
And I
you
love the way,
expected.
sir, I love the way you did that, and they were fantabulous. That was fantastic because that's a real output. It is not scripted. So world know that you have a great experience and you share your experience and quality one. I wish you
Thank
very
you.
best of luck, sir. Very best of luck.
All I can say, I really thank you, Sam, because you are genuine about what you do, and I feel it's not just a tick in the box thing. You want to bring value for your audience, and this is something I really salute you. I am available anytime, and I'm happy to share that I'll be in Pakistan in November, inshallah. So I'm
Inshallah,
traveling
see you, sir. Will
to
be the
Pakistan,
host.
so we'll meet.
Yes, yes, yes.
We'll
Will be
meet
the
in
host,
person.
inshallah. Inshallah, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Inshallah.
Take care, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Allah
All
Hafiz.
the best. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.